Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of Stella Sora. In the last part, we dove on into episode 4, and then half of episode 5, and then all the 2 episode 5 chapters. We took a look at the 2 of the bad endings. Well, one of the bad endings. Oh wait, no, was it 2? I can't remember if we saw 2 bad endings last time or not, but we took a look at 1 bad ending last time. We got another one here. I'm assuming there's 3 bad endings. So, unless the last choice kind of like branches off into episode 6, but I don't think it will be. Because I believe from here to here, it's like a 2 from 4 to 5B. It's like a 2-year gap. So, I don't think there's gonna be a branching path this way, but we'll see. Let's see how we die this time. Boss, thank you for stepping up. The new harvest owes you. You're too kind, Lady Matilda. Without your backing, harvest fillet wouldn't survive. Now we return the favor. My team agrees. Your shares will go back to you. And harvest fillet stands with you. Let's rebuild Nova's food supply together. Thank you, but I refuse. Why? You don't want us on your side? Never. I truly admire what you and Ferenz have accomplished here. 2 of you carry Samuel's vision, and that's why I refuse to drag you to harvest fillet into this internal war. You steer the future. Don't waste it on this ugly blood feud. Blood feud? What do you mean? You hold the seal of grace. Harvest's absolute authority. I do. I also built a new United Harvest, but too many have sacrificed in that process. I lack the strength to crush the rogue branches and those New Aurelian elites now. The old branches of the rebellion, and the two New Aurelian legions tight, ready to strike south any time. Don't wait any longer. We ruined the spring. We ruined the spring. So that means Nova starves. I won't let my grandpa's legacy become this continent's curse. So I'll march my remaining troops north. We end them before winter break. Let me stay in my hands, win or lose. Come spring, you finish Samuel's dream. Grand Inspector. I understand. But how many march with you? 2,000. You stand no chance. A full legion even runs 11,000. Those odds are basically suicide. Our morale beats their cold. Even in defeat, we bleed them enough to buy you time. I see no other move. Otherwise, they strike south next year. As far as I know, Harvest Fillet feels no army, right? That's true. It's a shame that we offer nothing on the battlefield. Wait, 2,000 against 20,000. That's not a sure loss. Not if each of them forges the soul pact with me. 1 month later, near New Aurelian. Boss! Our soldiers are making their way to the native monoliths, nice and orderly. I still have no idea how you convinced our director. Mass farming monolith blessings for soldiers? I can't believe she approved that. Maybe your director is a nice person. I never even met the Grace Imperium Sky Institute director, so there's no way I convinced her. She's probably just worried about Noah's food supply next year, so she's extending a hand. Nozuka's still with us. The truckers are gathered. They're escorting the remaining troops to the monoliths in the wilds for their blessings. Everyone reports back by 6 a.m. tomorrow. Then we march from New Aurelian. Great work, Nezuko. Completing Vida's missions, collecting 10 souls 2 years ago gives me new authority. Anyone who sends a soul pack with me keeps their monolith blessing for a full day after leaving the monolith. The monolith gives its blessing to climbers. It multiplies their combat strength several times over, sometimes even tenfold. That strict one-day limit makes it hard to use day to day, and when it counts, it can completely turn the tide. Soldiers with me, charge! What crazy strength are we dealing with? They take hits and don't even flinch. No, the magic bullets aren't even piercing their armor. These soldiers are all monsters. It's over, we're finished. The small and blessings is insane. I feel like I could take on 10 guys. It's on 10 guys. Pace yourself. Your 24 hours is almost up. Fall back and rest. I'll take over. I still have 30 minutes. There's plenty of time to fight our way over to send and plant our flag on the roof. The explosions are getting closer. That Matilda woman is coming back to New Aurelian. Keep your composure. We outnumber them 10 to 1. This is clearly attacked by our commanders. Lure them in, surround them so Matilda can escape. Funny, I'm not the one who needs to escape. First time here, but it feels so familiar. Didn't Izuka and Fuika blast the door open like this 2 years ago? Matilda, in the name of the Senate, I strip you of your rank of United Harvest and sentence you to 99 years in prison. Oh? Does the Senate without its seal of grace still hold any power? You must have the seal on you. Guards, seize her and her accomplices. Stealing the seal, betraying the company, undermining the Senate. Your crimes are endless. If treason is my crime, what about everyone here? What's the penalty for engineering a famine and hoarding supplies to gouge prizes, all for the company's interests? Insolence! You're the insolent one. Oh. Such a grand Senate, yet the silence is deafening. Not a whisper on the right, not a whisper on the left. Good. Perk up your ears and listen to the uproar outside. I'm not the one judging you. It's the people you condemn to starve. Boss, Lady Matilda, all 153 senators are in custody. Sea combat has ceased. Around the defending legions with minimal losses. Casualty reports are coming in now. We won. Matilda, are you okay? I'm fine. Exhausted. Second I guard down, my body gave out. You know, boss, you finally dropped the formalities with me. Same to you. We fought side by side for a long time. Formalities don't matter anymore. Does that mean I'm officially your comrade now? I already made a soul pact with you. I'm overthinking this. Sorry, boss, for dragging you into this mess. What do you mean? You didn't drag us into getting, you didn't want us getting our hands dirty in this war? I knew you'd see right through me. Whoever leads the New United Harvest can't bear the weight of this hatred. My plan is simple. Win or lose, I step down and hand the company to you. The hatred ends with me. Friends can play CEO. I have a promise to keep. I'm coming to Monolith with a certain someone. Oh, well, the Monolith can wait. Whenever you have free time. Besides, I'm the boss. Nobody mentions it anymore, but 2 years ago, plenty of people were convinced I was a tyrant. So, since Window's a tyrant, let a little blood get in her way. You have a strange way of comforting people, boss. This costs you more than your reputation. We won, but we upended the entire New Aurelian elite. We'll have targets on our backs from now on. Let them come. I doubt they're any scared than the big three or a massive stellaroid. Boss, the doctor says Grand Inspector Matilda will be fine. It's extreme exhaustion and anemia. She needs rest. Phew! It's finally over. We look forward to some peace and quiet now. Come on, Izuka, if you aren't too tired, let's go explore the monoliths in New Aurelian. I'm not tired at all. Let me change first. These work heels are too thin. Those get caught. Car, you hitting the cobblestones. Hold on, let me help. Matilda, and that boss. You ruined our lives. Now you pay. Let's see you handle my artifact truck. Look, there they are. I'm the one with the white hair is the boss. I'm sure of it. Oh, next there must be Matilda. Hit the gas. Huh? What's that sound? Now the car, my massive truck artifact is barreling straight Nizuka at me. Oh. Boss! Next thing I know, I'm flying through the air. Got hit by a truck! What a way to go. Did I just get hit by a truck? Yep, a massive artifact truck. Her eyes are lighting up. She's very excited about it, apparently. They say they're recording right before impact. Take a look! Oh my, that looks way nastier than the spirit of brutality. Probably tougher than that giant Stella on the waterway, too. That thing shattered the second... That thing shattered the second the Lucky Oasis ran into, but this truck is huge. You faced an unprecedented enemy this time, Tyrant. Losing to that monster is completely fair. You know, I read somewhere that getting hit by an artifact truck is actually a ritual for entering another world. Yeah, we got isekai'd. Tons of people travel to other worlds this way and end up becoming heroes. Yeah, that sounds about right for an isekai. Huh? Why did the Tyrant end up here with us? Is this room supposed to be the other world? Oh, maybe the Tyrant has made too many ties here, so the other world couldn't pull you in. Enough joking around, you two. How's Nezuka? She hurt? She's completely fine. You shoved her out of the way right in time. She's been crying over your body for a while. Honestly, if you hadn't pushed her, she probably would have blasted that truck to pieces with her magic. Yeah, it's entirely possible. I guess what I just did something completely pointless. When in the heat of the moment, anyone's first instinct is to protect their friends. Well, I wouldn't be so sure. If it were me, I'd instantly use Virigia as their human shield. Then I cleaned onto you so tight you couldn't get away either. New really is a snake pit. Just like Matilda warned, even if we win the war, we can't dodge all the backstabbing and schemes from all those elites. I'm gonna go back and do I need a completely different angle for the new Aurelian problem. Right, please open the door. We're out of here. Make sure to look both ways next time you cross the street, Tyrant. Or just train your body until it's tougher than a truck. That's one way to go about it. Now, but doing nothing means a slow death. Oh, well, we've seen that one. We got one more choice we gotta go through. Armordora. High risk, high reward. I made up my mind. We have deep sea finance for another loan. Another loan? We still owe them for the first one. Is digging a deeper hole really a good idea? Don't worry. Deep sea finance stands to lose more if we go under. They'll extend the loan. This funding, we can consolidate the territories left in the wake of the United Harvest's collapse and rebuild order from the ground up. I don't know if this is gonna work. It sounds like a very bad idea. Yep, there's a third bad ending. God damn, there's a lot of bad endings in this sequence. I think this is one of the most bad endings we've had in a single story, like, in a story segment. Not a chance. Even with collateral, Deep Sea Finance isn't lending you to Landora. When I hear United Harvest Flays margins are terrible. You move plenty of product, but you barely scrape together a single Dora. Your payment is due any day now. You need to worry about clearing that debt, not scheming for another loan. Friends, close the front door. Got it. Nezuka, check the back exit. Okay. What are you doing? I'm warning you, bank robbery is a major crime. Don't press this button, the Imperial Guards are on their way. Relax, we need privacy for what we were about to discuss. Manager Eri. If memory serves, that 40 billion loan for United Harvest Flay from 2 years ago is still the biggest contract you've landed, isn't it? Yeah, so what if it is? Right now, my performance metrics depend entirely on your post-loan management. Meaning, if you lose this month's payment, your superiors come down on you hard, right? That doesn't still mean I can approve another loan. Even with more money, you still can't pay it back. No. Manager Eri, you need to look at the bigger picture. Grain is in massive demand right now. You know, Harvest Fillet's profit margins sit at rock bottom. The profits never vanish. They merely migrate from one pocket to another. So, where do Harvest Fillet's profits go? Straight to Deep Sea Finance. You buy our grain at the contract rate and flip it over for a massive markup, don't you? Yes, but I don't run that division. I get zero credit for it. The profit they bleed out of you has nothing to do with me. Easy now. I'm not here to point fingers. I want fairness, that's all. Think about it. You do the heavy lifting to negotiate a better deal, a brilliant deal, only for another department to steal the glory. You must find that unfair.
That is complete company policy. Nothing fair about it. Your face is otherwise. Manager Airy, here's my proposal. You lend us 80 billion Dora. 80 billion? Manager Airy! Manager! Go on, I can take it. 40 billion clears out our old loan and interest. The rest goes to scooping up the fractured branches of the United Harvest. Deep Sea Finance strictly forbids financing debt with debt, boss. Even I can't get this approved. Exactly. That's why the loan isn't under United Harvest fillet. It falls under the boss accord. For collateral, artifacts in our warehouse, and my seal to grace. An exclusive pattern of soul strings easily covers the cost. The boss accord and United Harvest fillet are so co-managed. A joint liability check kills the deal immediately. Not anymore. Boss Accord has surrendered all its shares to Grand Inspector Matilla's new United Harvest. As of right now, Boss Accord has 0 ties to United Harvest fillet. Technically, that bypasses the rule. Getting 80 billion approved? I don't know. Manager Airy, this loan offers massive benefits to you and your department. We hold a magical contract with the United Harvest. They guarantee the purchase of half their grain output. You can also add a rider to the loan. We sell all that grain to Deep Sea Finance at our old discounted rate. Just don't let another department see the credit this time. They absorb those fractured branches. The grain output skyrockets. Even half of that means exponential profits. That alone could convince the Senate. And all that credit, all that goes straight to you, Manager Airy. Let's do it, Manager. Boss, can Boss Corp really actually pay back 80 billion Dora? Relax, I've got everything under control. Do we? Pay back our wages, and poor Goldfinch branch immediately rejoins the United Harvest. Grand Inspector Matilla's up north finding the New Aurelian leads, leaving the forest clearing totally abandoned. If we don't clear it now, spring planting is ruined. Suppliers of the clearing equipment would gladly take your orders. I think the United Harvest actually remembers a little branch. The wheat is rotting in the warehouse. Please, just haul it away. 2 months later. Hold on, boss. We're landing. Phew, finally back. Took over 2 months. Zuzuka's magic has carried us to every United Harvest branch and an office outside the New Aurelian. The 30 billion Dora we borrowed from Deep Sea Finance pulled them back from the financial brink. Our promises for the future and Grand Inspector Matilla's pristine reputation gave them something to believe in. Like in the inflating balloon, the United Harvest rapidly reclaims its former glory, except for the New Aurelian. Great news, everyone! Boss's trip is a success! Every regional office is ready to rally under the Grand Inspector's banner. We now control half of Nova's grain output. Manage the planting right, we avert the food crisis. Amazing work, you two. You're the heroes keeping United Harvest up and running. We can only negotiate with confidence because you're holding the fort for ends. You keep this place running. Still, this adds up 100,000 names to our payroll. Can really handle this load. We know our people in Fillet, but the other branches, we barely have any contact with them. Grand Inspector Matilda knows the ins and outs of every branch. Too bad she isn't here. I hear she's leading the troops north to wipe out the New Aurelian remnants. Any updates from the front? Radio silence. Communications are completely cut. Paying 2,000 troops against 20,000 is a suicide mission. Nixon and I urged her not to push north, but she told us the New Aurelian faction won't sit back and watch us consolidate. Even if it's only to buy you time, I have to go. She made the right call. We never would have secured those branches without her holding the line. Boss, everyone, I'm back. Nix? When did you get here? Aren't you deployed with the Grand Inspector? We won. Seeing branch after branch side with a shout of morale. The Grand Inspector leading charge, we overcame their numbers and captured most of the Senate alive. Nix? Is there something wrong? We won. But the Grand Inspector took a direct hit. She's gone. What? Matilda's death triggers a fall far worse than we ever imagined. Lacking the people or the know-how to run so many new branches over expansion catches up with us fast. Report, the Lushwood jungle weed failed the inspection. A large batch of it is moldy. What's wrong with the quality check? Inspectors claimed it was clean when they checked it. And the issue is storage. Who is the manager for this batch? The manager had an accident uploading at Fort Goldfinch. The cargo straps gave way. He was crushed. He's still in a coma. You see. We'll sort the screw up later. Make sure his family gets compensated first. You know, really just contacted. Their warehouse burned down. Fire breaks out in the middle of our audit? Next, you'll have to go down there yourself. Sure, but I've already got a backlog of embezzlement cases waiting. I'll handle those cases. Boss, you're running on empty. Let me take over. It's fine, we're all stretched thin right now. We just have to keep pushing. Some mistakes can't be fixed by hard work alone. We lack the ability to screen employees across all branches, so we have to keep all of them on board for now. Greed, laziness, sheer incompetence. The toxins of the old unit harvest seep straight through the corporate structure and infect Filet. What are you doing? Why am I under arrest? Harry, we're in this together. What do you gain from throwing me in prison? Throwing you in prison? Oh, please, I'm going down right alongside you. Deep Sea Finance audited us. Most of the artifacts you put up was collateral or fake. Empty shells. We're both up for loan fraud. You completely ruined me. Fake? How's that even possible? 2 days later. Boss, you have a visitor. Zuka. Is the mod fraud mess cleared up? I swear I'm innocent. Boss, an investigation confirmed that a few greedy employees embezzled company assets. That's how the collateral got compromised. But they've already blown through the money. The scandal's tanking the new Harvest's business. And the worst part is, by law, Deep Sea Finance can't refuse to release you until Boxcar repays the full $80 billion loan. As CEO, you're on the hook. $80 billion. Well, Forenz and I crunched the numbers. We're supposed to be able to pay it off in 15 years. 20 at most. I'll wait for you, boss. Damn it, I can't make Nizuka wait that long. Need a plan. Wait, I saw this in a Stella drama once. Oh, alright, I want a book! Bring me the newest Magical Girl poster. It's very specific instructions. What the hell is she gonna do with a book and a poster? It's been almost 2 years since he locked me in here. I keep a stolen cafeteria spoon hidden in the book. Every day at yard time, I dump the dirt and dig out with it. It's a massive storm tonight. Perfect for cover for an escape. Hold on, Nizuka. I'm coming back. Oh boy. Alright, squeeze through this hole, dig through the last bit of dirt, blocking the sewer, and I'm free. We're gonna drown, aren't we? Huh? What's that noise? Where's this water coming from? This is not how it goes in the Stella drama. What a way to go. Well, that sucked. How did I drown? The storm's fillet's worst in history. Your escape route turns through a deadly underground river. Not much of a swimmer, are you, tyrant? Never should trust the Stella dramas. Take a look at yourself. Missing the prison time life already. Actually, you're getting great sleep, regular exercise, and balanced meals in there. You're healthier than before you went in. Plus, the cute girl who really cares visits you every week. With a setup like that, I'd never leave. But who can wait for 20 years? Fine, open the door. I'm going back. Goodbye, tyrant. Without the right team, managing that many people is just a burden. A company is far deadlier and trickier than a monolith. I will go back. This time I must go back to the even more distant past. And we're back to this. We're back to this, huh? Perhaps taking out a loan from Deep Sea Finance is the first step into the box. Should look for another way. Well, that's that. All right, I'm gonna skip all this. Learn my. I like how I still like how the credits get 666. Alright. Bad endings are done. That's redemption of you don't harvest. I don't know if that's redemption or not. Or at all. Alright. Back to the actual story. Morning, Mercurio. It's beautiful here in Gemini today. How's the weather in Filet? Madam CEO, the weather doesn't affect our premiums. Please get to the point. Oh, murky. All business, zero fun. Just trying to catch up. Drop the Madam CEO routine. It's so cold. I'm your big sister, right? That was an exception. I use tiles on the clock. It's my policy. Stuffy as ever. Fine, to business. You killed it at the mall auction. Every paper in town is running the same headline. Amos guy Agus drops a bizarre 40 billion on the Flay monolith. But as a Scorpion scandal is ancient history. The whole city is talking about our bid. They see us as an absolute financial juggernaut now, and their willingness to purchase has increased. In the Senate, your stock has never been higher. The numbers speak for themselves. They can't deny it. So once this wraps up, you're transferring back to HQ. I'm handing you the entire marketing department. I must decline. Filet is exactly where I need to be. What? Why? Do you hate working with me that much? First, diversification of risk. If we're both in Gemini, it's too easy for the Senate to wipe us out in one fell swoop. Wipe us out? It shouldn't go that far. Usually when a CEO and a senator's clash, someone loses the debate and steps down. Time has changed, Madam CEO. Should I remind you of the banquet? The United Harvest Senator hired assassins to kill Forenz over the Filet Branch Authority. Fair point. Any other reason? Second, you fought hard to give me this authority. If I go back to Gemini, I have to give it up. Well, you have a point there. We were never meant to keep that authority anyway. Remember, the PR fire is put out, so you have to hand it back. Filet keep away with it, and even I won't be able to cover for you. The PR fire. Right. Let's talk money. Do we have the $40 billion door ready? Of course, I transferred liquid assets from several branches. We take a narrow loss on the wishing test, and then wire the funds back in a few days. That's the plan. Mercurio, why are you quiet? Don't tell me you actually want the Filet monolith. $40 billion is just the rent. It's a complete money pit. It's the only way we keep our power. Murky, be reasonable. Amos guy Agus doesn't even have $40 billion to set on fire. $40 billion. Spending that much capital drains our cash flow. What good is the authority if the company goes under? Relax. A client from Gemini is dropping a massive contract in our laps today, ensuring their entire workforce. I'll route them to your office. Consider it a gift. Our esteemed CEO takes home top sales rep this year. My secretary just flagged a VIP walk-in. Wait, how on earth is it this company? I tried inviting Forenz and that boss to dinner last night to hash out a win-win. They were unexpectedly cautious and shot me down. Yeah, because I know where that was gonna go. When I was struggling to find a way out, this company's rep came knocking. Their only condition was for this multi-billion-dollar door deal was that we go all in on the bid. No backing down. Signed on the spot. It's an offer you couldn't refuse. Unbelievable. Why would they do this? Who cares? That's none of your business. Of our business. Frankly, we're better off not knowing. Alright. This is probably out of left field, but I'll run interference with the Senate. Tell me, Mercurio, are you confident you can win the second round? Not the slightest. That's my sister. I knew you'd... Wait, hold on. What did you say? Not in the slightest? Grace Imperium is sent over the prompt of her wishing ability assessment right before we spoke. Read it yourself. It's totally incomprehensible. Rest assured, Madam CEO, even though playing by the hook won't win us the fight, finding a way out is exactly what I'm here for. I'll squeeze every drop out of this authority you fought so hard to give me. Then make sure Amos guy Agus takes that monolith. Is this the wishing prompt from the Grace Imperium? Makes zero sense. Knows no caste, judges no cause, needs no training, demands no magic. Forged of adamant, locking in thunder and iron and cold iron. Throw the bow and instant death descends. It's named the Scepter of Death. And that is your prompt for the wishing test. At 12 p.m. today, the lake monolith went up for auction and opens its doors. Almost like Aegis, the Imperial Guard, the United Harvest Flight will send truckers inside to make a wish. You will have until sunset on the 15th to submit your artifact to the Soul Shop conference room. One artifact per company. Whoever matches the prompt best wins a 10-year lease with the lease filet monolith. And those are the rules for round 2. Thank you for listening. Thanks for dropping this off, Baselina. But this is really a prompt. Reads like an ancient prophecy. Good eye, boss. It's a verse from the ancient book of Grace Prophecy. It describes the legendary scepter of death. Honestly, your cute little Baselina thinks wishing up a legendary treasure like that is impossible. The best you can do is get as close to the description as you can. So it all boils down to who can pull out an artifact that comes closest to the Scepter of Death. I get that we need the Scepter of Death, but how are we supposed to wish for it? My head hurts. I'm not the only one with the headache, Noya. I doubt anyone here can even picture the Scepter of Death. Judging by the prophecy, it's a devastating artifact that fires something like lightning to kill its target instantly. Plus, this artifact knows no cast and judges no cause. Maybe something anyone can use without magic? Taken literally, it sounds like a lot like magic firearms Amber and I use. Except our bullets run on magic. That breaks the demand on no magic rule. It demands no magic. It fails the needs no training condition too. Mastering a magic firearm takes years of practice and shooting arrays. An amateur can't just pick one up. A gun that requires zero magic, it takes zero effort to use. The shape of a specific weapon flashes in my mind. Aside from the overly dramatic Scepter of Death moniker, it perfectly fits the Grace Appearance prompt. But why is no one else thinking of this? And why is no one else seeing this? What do we got? Have any seen a weapon that requires no magic and fires metal bullets using black powder in a casing? I apologize, but I simply cannot picture it. Black powder? You mean like stuff for fireworks? Probably, but that is only good for fireworks. Packed into something that size of a bullet, there's no way it could unleash the punch you're describing, boss. It gives us a direction at least. This firearm boss is imagining sounds plausible. It certainly fits the prophecy. Agreed. Strange. They truly have no concept of the gun I know, and haven't seen one on another since waking up in the monolith. Yeah, no, even though Amber's firearms work differently, the design is almost identical. Is it just a coincidence? Is it a handgun? It's a pistol, isn't it? Whatever. Now isn't the time for that. I focus on the monolith climb, and making the wish. What's wrong, friends? Remember our talk about finding someone to watch your back? Yeah, you said you'd look on your end. I have. Sadly, I haven't found anyone suitable. But we're heading to the Filet Monolith next. It's incredibly dangerous, for real. I'd rather gather a full team and prep for everything before we make a move. Huh? Is it that dangerous? You used it as a hideout before. You didn't go deep enough to feel it. If you had gone further in, you'd understand why they sealed that tower. Sealed? Yeah, this was 6 years ago. I was still a student, so I'd only heard bits and pieces from my father. During the last 10-year cycle, the Filet Monolith belonged to the United Harvest. And one day, a trucker squad with the Filet branch wished for an artifact that never should have existed. It was a massive violation of the Grace Imperium. After that, they locked down the Lake Island Monolith and shut off the cable cars. What'd they wish for? The United Harvest had to start relying on truckers for bringing artifacts from the wilds. That's how the trucker camp boomed. But that's beside the point. What'd they wish for? That's what I want to know. I see, so that's a danger. 6 years without a single wish is definitely a problem. And the monolith dormant for that long, anything could happen. What kind of artifact breaks the rules like that? No idea. HQ locked it down on its top secret. There isn't a record of it in the Filet archives. Baselina, do you know anything about this?
Even cute about little Bastion doesn't have an answer to that. I only joined the Grace Opinion this year, and my seniors have never brought it up. It's probably a taboo. But speaking of bodyguards, why don't you just ask her, boss? Her? Yeah, when I got here this morning, I saw her standing by the river over there. Looked like she was praying or something. Chitose! There she is. She's finally coming in the squat. Coming in. Followed Bastina down an alley just outside the harvest, harvest fillet. Over there, boss. There she is. Is that? And she's in her outfit. She looks so good. I did buy this outfit, by the way. It's too good. She looks great in that. The prayer is about to come true.
けれど、祝詞にお答えいただけただけでも十分嬉しいのですが、その再会の時が明日であってほしい。そう願ってしまう千歳は欲張りなのでしょうか。はい、今のお声は主殿。
Hey. She looks so good. I did buy... Yeah. So yeah, I did buy her, I did buy that outfit. I was not gonna let that outfit go without me buying it. She just looks so good in it, man. It's probably one of the better outfits they've released so far. Is it really you, my lady? It's me. It's been a while, Chitose. How was your training? It has... Thanks to you, my training was a complete success. Please, allow me to demonstrate. Flying flash. Before I even realized she's drawn her blade, it's already back in the scabbard. Please look over there. Oh. Follow her gaze and spot a hairline fracture running straight through the massive bull rat out in the river. Please can see the rock no longer holds back parts of the current. Falling wisteria petals simply drift through the gap, floating downstream together. Don't tell me. You split that rock? But it's at least 10 meters away. How? A blade forged for magic. The swordless style. When we first met, I could only control my overflowing aura by holding your hand or stand by your side. I knew right then, you were my fated wielder. I was at the very beginning. I think that was like chapter 2. At the beginning, I felt your style to train, struggled to keep this power in check. Only by picturing you as I practice with Master did I finally make this strength my own. So you use the motion of drawing your sword to project a magic blade, slicing that rock from afar. Exactly. My reach is no longer limited by the length of Master of Steel. Back at the waterway, had I mastered the swordless style, I never would have let that nocturne Eternal slip away from the shadows. That's incredible. You are already very skilled. We only survived the Eloria fight because of you. Never imagined your skills would be even sharper. You flatter me. I am your blade. Striking down your troubles and keeping you safe is my sole purpose. Even so, I failed to protect you at the banquet. No matter how sharp I become, a blade that is absent from its wielder when it needs most is nothing but its grace. My lady, from this moment on, please let me remain by your side. I won't leave you again. I need a wild card in the shadows. Someone off the company's radar. Chitose would be a great help, but Bosco is actually short-handed right now. We're in a bit of a bind. But aren't you still in the middle of your training? I am, but I came to Flay for one reason, to offer you my aid. Earlier I crossed paths with the witch. She seemed like to know a lot about me and insisted on an interview. In return, she warned me that you were in trouble here in Fillet. Parted ways with Dr. Coronas immediately hurried over. A witch? You don't mean... Oh boy. She never gave her name. She only boasted about having some exclusive interview rights with the boss. I assume she was an old friend of yours. Where is she now? She mentioned having errands run and flew off in a hurry toward the New Aurelian. Of course it was her! She must have wandered off from Nezuka's group on the way to the New Aurelian, both into Chitose. That trouble she mentioned has to be the whole mess of Darcia. Once I reach Fillet, I have no way to contact you. A blade has no need for a phone, after all. My option was to pray to the good one guarding beneath the wisteria. Therefore, my lady, if there is any way this blade can serve you, give the order. Do not hold back. She's so earnest about this. Turning her down now would just be insulting. Understood. We're heading to the Flame Monolith next. I'd be honored to have your strength by my side, Chitose. Yes, my lady. I am yours to command. Hey. After introducing Chitose to friends and next, we headed back to the hotel to prep for the monolith, but... Chitose! Let me check that quick draw again. Let me see the quick draw again. Try slicing that tawny nightingale across the room. Do I have your permission, my lady? I suppose. Just don't overdo it, okay? Understood. Whoa, awesome! Slice that rock-hard tawny nightingale clean in half! Honestly, Noya, stop playing with your food. Huh. Your clothes. Very pretty. Can I touch? Please do. For the record, this is known as a Miko garb, where I'm from. It's a sacred vestment worn by priestesses of rituals. So smooth. Feels nice. I don't mind the downtime, but should we really be this relaxed? What are you talking about, boss? Chitose is gonna be our shadow guard. It's only natural that we get to know her. Fair point. Still, Chitose just got off a long journey. We shouldn't push her. It is no burden. If anything, this quiet moment is the perfect time to build trust with your companions. Right. You're sure, Chitose? Actually, I do have one question for you, my lady. Oh, go ahead. Well, what are your thoughts on my new scabbard? I want to see more scabbards! Tuition? She looks pretty good at it. She asked me her outfit. Her outfit looks amazing. Both the black uniform and the Miko garb look perfect on you. It's entirely up to you. Your favorite scabbard is my favorite. Understood, my lady. I will stick with the scabbard for now. Huh. Chelsea calls her clothes scabbards. Oh no, does that mean my scabbard embers are full of holes? Iris, you're the only one with an intact scabbard. Why'd you have to make it sound so dirty? Huh. Team bonding is great, but didn't someone just ask, should we really be this relaxed? I was just looking out for my team. Wait, Bastelina? What are you doing here? I'm off the clock. I'm heading back to rest and caught sight of you all. By the way, boss, I'm right next door. Room 406. 406. Wasn't it Otoha's? Yep, price tanked that whole instance, so it was an absolute bargain. Anyway, I'm heading in. Good luck with your wishes. I'll be rooting for you from the sidelines. Thanks, we'll need it. I shall depart as well. I'm scouting the lobby disguised as a Shrine Miko, hired by Harvest Flay to pray for clear skies. Don't worry about us, focus on your mission. You're clear to execute the plan. Amber and I will prep Loxy. Boss, you and Iris handle the climbing gear. We might need to be in the monolith for days. Got it. We roll out 11 sharp. "10:30. We have time. I should survey the area while I can. The perimeter is quiet. No suspicious individuals on the street. Stark contrast to the night of the assassination. Who are they? What are they doing? Excuse me, miss. Have you heard of Omnis Sky Aegis? We protect our assets from unforeseen losses. Insurance agents. A business where one purchases a policy to receive compensation for damages. We send a lot of them. Miss, that is a gorgeous weapon. How about a policy for it? If it needs polishing or reforging, Omnis Sky Aegis covers the bill. This weapon policy? Unnecessary. This blade is my master. If anything, I should be taking out life insurance. Hey, we've tapped out the lobby. Let's hit the upper floors. Don't wander off on your own. Jackets are bulging, like the weapons. What sales agents carry arms? Unless they're assassins in disguise. So, you're telling for the banquet, absence of the banquet, I must protect my lady today. Whoa, miss, why are you drawing your sword? You want the policy? Step over here. Don't even expect it in the open. Your true target is the CEO Boss Corps, is it not? What? How did you... Cover's blown. Take her out! Hey, get over here! She's alone! Rush her! That's a big mistake. Serena's calling. What does she want? Hello? Sassalo speaking. Apologies for the intrusion, boss, but I've got a critical piece of intel for you. Do you want it? I'll even give you a discount. Oh boy. Oh lord. Oh, got a battle sequence too and everything. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up here. When we come back, we will continue the story. I didn't expect the story sequence to be so long. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.